Good morning, everybody. It's good to be back in my shop. I tell you what. Um, yeah. So I'll tell you guys what I had to do to get the internet out here. It's temporary. It is extremely temporary. I still have to get a new line and everything, and try another few things. I'm being cheap and everything. Um, hey, what's up, Jeff Killian? Jeff Woodring, Trail Dust, Robert Whitney, Mr. Maker, Aimless, Thomas Matthews, Granddad's Forge. What's up, Rob? Um, and Dana in first. I think he pops in, says first, gives a like, and then, vamooses until later. So, yeah, surprise! I'm in my shop. Uh, it's been a minute. Uh, been so busy, regardless. And of course, what's up, Eric? And of course, since I've been actually live in my shop, what, 2 weeks now? Whew, I missed last week. Anyway, so I had to run a temp line to grab I had a box of Cat 5e, and I ran it from my room to here, and I'm about a foot short, so I just moved my router over a bit. But it's working, it's running, I've got internet, Uh-oh. I saw that out of focus, something or another. Let me configure that, stop that. I hate it when it does that. We'll go dark. Okay. Actually, really kind of dark. um, but yeah, so close. There we go. What's up, Adam? How far is the run? 150 foot, 170 foot, something like that. I'd have to actually get maybe 100 foot. I don't know, 150 foot. I'd have to actually put a tape measure on it, and I don't have the time or inclination. But what's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, so I am going to be using horseshoes today to forge, or to attempt to forge, horse heads. And if I like the way they look, I may take and turn that into a seahorse. So we'll see how it goes. If y'all recall from about a year ago or so, I played with horse heads a bit, and I sucked horribly at it, and I haven't really practiced since then. So let's kind of see how it goes. But what's up, Ben? Wayne? What is the maximum length for Cat 5 before you need a repeater? 188 foot? Probably. I think I'm under that because it's been working for over 3 years now. At a little bit longer than it is now. So, was it 300? Yeah, I'm well under 300. Yeah. Might switch to Cat 6. It's just, I think what I had was Cat 6. Now what I have is Cat 5. I'd actually have to look at the underground cable that I have. But I tell you, if it's a difference of hundreds, yeah, Cat 6E is what I had. Yes, a seahorse as opposed to a blind horse. All right. But with that, switch cameras. Yeah, you'll need a repeater. All right. Right now I'm still straightening this horseshoe out. So that it's essentially flat stock. Some barriers going, I spent all the time trying to get that perfect, and you're undoing it. Oh well. Sun's coming in that open door over there, and it's just hitting something reflective. It hit me right in the face. The lighting is like great, but can't see the chat. Don't need this. More garbage for the floor. Or, I could pick it up. All right. Now this is odd shaped, so I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to aim to have it on that side. Yeah. Hey, Kat, Drew, Dana, what up, what up, what up? How do I get that nice what now? How do I get that nice warm patina on my anvil? It takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of work there. You joined the ABS and saw that. Congratulations. Are you sure you didn't join the mini ABS? I hear Ben Toombs is a prominent member. All right. Now, let's see what this looks like and how I can do it. Remember, people, I suck at these, so I'm gonna do as many as I can to try and figure it out. All right. Always looks all janky to me, if I'm being honest. But I can hot cut it and try it again. Mini Knives Anonymous support group. It is pretty soft there, Aimless. I'm also working it at the proper temperature. Hot. About as far as I've gotten. Isn't not everything, but yeah, it works. Horse has got a big nose. To be honest, it's about as far as I've gotten before. This is ultimately going to be. This one's probably ultimately going to get cut off. You know. And now that I kind of have an idea for distances and sizes and whatnot, I can, work it a little bit better. Yeah, seahorses do have long snouts. So this will become a seahorse. You know? Yeah, that's right. They do have long snouts. Forgot about that. I can actually. Yeah. That's a seahorse. It just looks so goofy to me. That's why I don't like horses or horse forging horses. It's like it's one of those things that just looks goofy. Hmm. Hey, Daniel. Mission accomplished in one heat. Okay, well, Mr. Maker, then that's a completely different forging process. This is a horse then, with a long anteater snout. It's an anteater. You can't tell me what an anteater looks like. uh, you know, a few weeks ago I talked that I'm going to be working on a knife. Y'all want to see how it's coming? Here we go. I'm probably going to have this part right here come down a bit, probably stretch it, and have it be like a little maybe hook, half hook, but it's just going to be a short little kitchen knife, or utility knife. So I'm going to do it flat tipped like a sentoku. I think I need to make this smaller. But that's cable Damascus. An anteater looks like a horse under a power hammer. I'll just fold it the other way. Okay. So on to the next horse. Fold it the other way. Let's see if it looks like anything like that. It's just going to look like a monstrosity. What's up, Bill? No. That just looks wrong. It looks like a camel. Yeah. Looks to me like that's a cutoff. It was attacked by a jellyfish. What's up, Mr. Coffee? Hot cut. Looks like Roy's challenge piece. uh, non-filter. Non-filter. Hmm. What's up, Mr. Lonis? Oh, my cigarette? It's a filter. Sea cucumber or sea camel on a toilet spoon. Oh, oh, oh. Roy did say that a master's scrap pile is gigantic. ah, we're making a mess, Robert. That's what we're making. Practicing horses. Hey, Wallace. How do? See how far we can go with this one. It is a bit more horseish, Mr. Maker, yeah. But I mean, I'm getting those first two movements down a little bit, you know. I'm trying to remember how to do the ears and the mane and stuff. If I recall, you put it in the vise and you do like a little nick off the top and it pulls the ear up a bit. Now you got to puff the cheek out some from forging it on the back side of it. Right, Drew? Yeah, that kind of bulked the cheeks out a little bit. And then I think I nick here to pull that up as an ear. Not all the way through, but just for the, you're only doing the one side of it. Horse heads look very easy in the video, in the different videos. It really does. It's not. I don't think they're easy. I think they're a tricky thing because there's so many. Like, all right. Find something for an anvil. There's so many different little things, like when you're, say this is the edge of the anvil, you start out, one side at a certain angle, then you bring it over and you recorrect that in another way, and then you move it forward, and then, you kind of do a little roll the other way, each spot, then, then you bring it back and you hit it there, and you roll it there, and it's like, and that's just to get the face of it. And it's just, if you don't detail them just right, they look like hammered crap. What's up, Paul? Oh. Yeah, they're a nuanced piece. I mean, I can get almost a horse. If that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know how to do the ears. It's not doing what I thought it would. But I mean, that's a horse head shape. What's up, Bob? Hey, Bob. We have to figure out relatively soon getting down to Texas, because I heard Mr. Robinette is going to be moving and he can't take the forges with him. So we've got to figure something out. Frau Blucher. I have tried a wizard heads once, Aimless. It didn't come out well. I don't know what I'm talking about, Daniel. What are you guys talking about? V groove in the ears to get the points. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, this is one of those reasons, Bob, why I told him, I said, no rush whatsoever. I'm not in a position to be able to do anything about it. But yeah. Now another year or so for sure. Easy. But I don't think we'll have access then. Alright. So hammered crap I can do. Right. Alright, let me cheat sheet. Okay, so pretty much do it like I would the dragon's head. And yeah, it would be, you know, it's not even needed. Reference materials, absolutely. In the reference list. Need to make a new forge coal table. Any tips? Um, yeah, something like quarter-inch plate steel. Or what I see some people do is they'll get a box of fire bricks and like one of them Harbor Freight tool carts, and they'll put it in that, and then use the fire bricks as the base of it. And then drop, like, say, yeah, brake rotor or something into it. Actually, all said and done, the only thing making it not look like a horse's head is me. I need that to curve a little bit more, me think. I'll get this looking like a horse's head. Hey, Curtis. Look like the opposite end of a horse. Yeah, Bill. 1/4 inch is for a forged table. Works great. It doesn't, it's thick enough that it won't warp on its own. But also, if you weld on a frame to it, it'll warp even less. Playing with space blacksmithing. Got a laser. Nice. Yeah, mine's about a 2 foot by 4 foot 1/4 inch plate sheet. Right, Ben? Exactly. Midget. No. Those are inside thoughts. And if you don't have a welder, bolts work just as good. I'm forgetting to change the camera angle here. Like a noob. Round, flip it around. Like, where's the eye? Hey, get it hot, get a bigger hammer, get my glove on, and I can hit it harder. Bed frame angle would work. I don't know costs, Bill, because it depends on areas too. If I hit a scrapyard and look for it. I'm gonna go ahead and say not cheap right now. All right. Now, if you look at it and be like, it's looking at me, then you did something right. There we go. Not too shabby, huh? Better, better. Let me see. Like messy. Yeah, cut it off and do the next one. Exactly. No, it's got its ears laid back. It's fine. It don't need no ears. Drew, I will say this: if you're looking online to buy plate steel, you're going to be you buying steel online. You're paying double unless you cannot find it anywhere else. If you hit a scrapyard or a welding shop, they'll have the steel that you need probably in scrap, and they may charge you just over scrap prices. Then you don't have to pay, retail plus shipping. You know. Now, I don't know if it's buffering for you guys or just for me, but did it just buffer you guys? Make that Phoenix on your shirt next. Yeah, I've got those. Cut out already. I make these plaques, 3D plaques. That's the coin merge Phoenix. Okay, so it didn't buffer. All right. What you want to look for, Bill, is a welding services, welding company near you that so like you bring something in to have welded, or you order something fabricated or whatever, and go there to check there. You might have to drive for it. But do a 3D one out of bar stock like the Seahorse. Man, I wouldn't even know where to begin doing that out of bar stock. you know? Although, maybe? Yeah, Bill, I mean, it's like at a certain point, you gotta start at one end. At a certain point, either you drive or you deal with, um, ordering online prices or what you have around. Um, if you can't get quarter-inch plate and you can get fire brick, do a fire pot out of fire brick. Well, I know what I used, a 55-gallon barrel with a hole cut in the top and like legs cut onto it, and I dropped my rotor in there, and that worked until I built my forge table. Then that became the hood for my forge table. But yeah, get creative. Ugh. Alrighty. Yep. Hey. Instead of cutting it off, I'm just going to straighten another piece. All right. Or I'll do a horse head at the other end. This is where a offset. You know what? I'm going to turn these into offsets. I've been meaning to do that for a while now. Hey, Troy. Paul. Hmm. Hold the jaw shape. But only one Yamez trailed us. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. We. Probably gonna ruin these. Horrible, horrible, horrible. There we go. Offset tongs. Oh, and that for a whole bunch of what? Let that heat up. Come over, chit chat with you guys for a minute. Let me see. Adam was in here earlier there. I'm missing so much. Here you go, Cormulus, an upside down lawnmower. Welcome back. I figure people leave when they go quiet. There you go, Eric and J-Bod. You do just a box of dirt forge. What's up, Nidavalier? Sorta. Just a box of dirt, Robert Lonis. Just a box of dirt. Oh, it can cross the road for one there, Bill. So I suppose postal carrier. Lengthen that neck, and again do that little cheek set down from the other side. And I think I figured it out. Sort of, maybe. Yeah. You hear that snake crawling around here somewhere. I thought you were doing a seahorse tail. No, doing a horse head on the other side. What's up, Walt? Turn this into a small horseshoe head heart. Isn't that a popular thing, right? That's just so you could reach it easy, Ben. Hey, Michael. Big tong clips. Not quite yet, Mr. Maker. Yeah, they would have to be massive tongs. Horses out of horseshoes. Well, horses out of horseshoes. Okay. Now. He thinks I can do that. Let that middle side warm up a bit. Sure do miss people watching for fun. Yeah. Need to find you some horseshoes. I could send you some, Robert. You're sending me that rod. I might as well send you some horseshoes. Call it horse trading. You miss people watching me for fun as opposed to, watching them watching to make fun of me now. Totally cool. What did I say? Oh yeah, about the horseshoe. You'll have to remind me. I'm getting very bad about remembering things lately. But yeah, I'll toss some in a flat rate box. Now, I'm gonna have to treat this a little differently than a regular heart. Instead of doing it in multiple sides. There you go, Nid. I'll just tell Roy that you prefer watching me so you don't show up at his. It also doesn't help that I cut off a nice amount of a piece of it, so it really will be a small one. Can't do it the way I normally do. I'm not smashing the ends. Ah, yeah, Sully. I like blue cheese and jalapeno stuffed green olives. I love them. All right. It's less of a heart. More of just a thing. Really not enough room to do a heart. But still kind of neat. It's a horseshoe. It's a horse thing. It doesn't have to be anything but. I know it's a horse and a seahorse kissing. There we go. It's just a thing. Hey, Keith. Yep, there's my quad state entry. Jacked up horse. You may want to talk about your horse thing. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. I got a thing with horses. Nah, I do. I don't like horses. Brassing. I think so, Nidavellir. I'll show that. Yeah, a little picture frame. Mated pair of seahorses. Parmesan stuffed olives. Oh, I'm gonna have to run to the store. Oh man, the nearest store that has those. That's a half-hour drive. Oh, Eric, you missed it. I forged a bunch of seahorses. Let me get one. Here's one of them. Okay, if you look real closely, you can see it's perfect. Dude, sick shirt. Thanks. I told everybody in the chat. I'd be like, "Hey, some hack YouTuber is gonna be wearing a coin merge shirt," and everybody's like, "Woo!" And I go, "This guy." They're like, "Oh." It's like, come on, guys. Ed Greywolf, Yamez, are you in N or S? North? You talk about Carolina? North Carolina. Oh, I see it now. Keith, whatever. I was up in Lumberton last week for work training and thought about hitting you up, but I thought it might have been weird, though. I mean, last week I was busy as crap, but yeah. What was the line about horses from Sherlock Holmes? I don't know. State. Uh-oh. Are you stalking me? In my opinion, the farther south you go, the better. You know, Florida rocks, but North Carolina's nice, especially the coastal North Carolina. You know, all right, Jeff. Catch you later. But yeah, are you N or S? I mean, am I nerdy or sexy? Obviously, both. You know. Trying to stay out of some of the humidity, but also out of the snow. Well, let me tell you where I'm at. If you go up north in Virginia, that's, usually Richmond to Virginia, up to Virginia Beach. When there's like a snowstorm in the south, that's the path that it crosses. Just south is where, like we rarely see snow here. But as for, staying out of the humidity, it's humid. Maybe not as humid as like Georgia or Florida, Central Florida. There's a lot of humidity there. Yeah, Bill, but no ocean. No ocean. No ocean. No ocean. I'd say moderate to heavy humidity. If you go to an area without humidity that's coastal, you're going to deal with snow. We have about a week of summer where it's over 90 degrees and high humidity. Average summer temps is 80 degrees, 80, 85. You know, we usually have a day or two that's above 100. But, like, it's not the normal. You know, it is hot. I ain't going to lie. It is hot here. But, you know. Oops. But it is what it is. Clearwater, Florida. Depending on where you live, yeah, Pinellas County, oh, PC. I lived two spots in Clearwater area. One of them, like, you know, in the subdivisions, and that was okay. I lived there for like a minute, but the most of the time I lived down there. I lived right off of Gulf to Bay Boulevard, which is like the bridge and tunnel area of Tampa. And it's just like, oh, good Lord, the people there. Weirdos. uh, Two people in a short go covered, and he killed it with a 90.5. Nice. I ain't seen the danger noodle in a bit here. I hear things, but that could be him or it could be something crawling on the other side of the wall. Hey, good moot. Absolutely, Keith. I mean, you know, spring, early summer. It's like I'll have the AC off, just windows open, and occasionally it's like, you know, I'll just turn on the dehumidifier. But I will say this, I miss Florida mosquitoes because, or like Key West mosquitoes, they were like almost non existent. But the no-see-ums, they will tear you up. But the Key West mosquitoes, it's like they only come out for about 25 minutes just before sundown. And you know, like as dusk, as the sun is going down, they come out, swarm, and then go away. And then the no-see-ums come out, and it's just you get chewed up. Oh, admit it, Thomas. Roy had you running around like crazy. He had you. Oh wait, it's Sunday. He wouldn't do that to you. Oh, oh, a lot of no-see-ums. A lot of no-see-ums. All right. Let's see if I can. Yeah, nail gun to the face feels better than no-see-ums. Yeah, Ed, I am still doing lives. I've got a tricky internet issue right now. I'm on a temp cord, but I've got to save up and pick up about 100 foot of underground Cat 6E. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we don't got no CMs here. I'd love to lose it. Being out here in the shop because the way to get away from no CMs is to go inside. You know, even screens don't keep no CMs out. Seen a close up of a Key West no CM. It's a gator's head with a mosquito body. Let me see if I can't find the picture of one. It's a picture of a close-up of a no-see-em. There we go. Found it. Let me that's a Florida no-see-em. uh, yeah. It's Robert, it's not I don't think it's so much that you're allergic to the bites. Those are what the bites look like. I had a buddy who fell asleep in a hammock and the next morning it looked like he was had chicken pox all over. That's what the bites look like. Never heard what called no what till you met blacksmiths. Horsefly, we get horseflies. Horseflies suck. That's a magnified to 1,000 photo. uh, Sandflies called no-see-ums. Oh, okay. Um, See, sandflies or sand fleas are something different. Sand fleas, as I understand them, are tasty. I'd never eat them, but supposedly they're super nutritious. But they look freaking disgusting. Let me pull up some sand flea images. Apparently, there's a couple different types. These are the types that I see that you can eat. And then there's these itty bitty little ones. They're the ones that bite and they're annoying. But these are tasty. Yes. See? You cook them. Hey, Chaz. Right, Bill. I got you. I don't know how we got to sand fleas. It's a cricket with a gator head. Yeah, they're edible. I don't know if I would eat them, but I mean, I've watched videos and it's come up locally here. Um, you basically you filter them, you clean them, and you let them sit in clean salt water so that because they're filter feeders, and you let them get their insides all clean, and then you toss them in a boiling pot and boil them up with some seasonings. It's kind of like a crab boil, and then you just eat them, shell and all, supposedly. Oh, I just noticed that. Oops. And yeah, supposedly they taste just like shrimp. Crawdads are good. I've had some. I've had crawdad etouffee. Freaking love it. Stick with beef tips. Beef tips are a safe bet. And pulled pork. Yeah. I was talking with some buddies from CoinMerge. We're down in Miami um, yesterday, and for an event, and I was like, y'all gotta head over to Cuban or Nuevo Cubanas to get an authentic Cuban. Is freaking delicious, and they didn't, of course, because they were down for one day. And then we were talking about Cuban sandwiches in the chat this morning, and it's like, oh, Cuban bread, mayo mustard, pickles, pulled pork, ham, or Swiss cheese, pulled pork, ham, bread. Oh, then smush it and cook it. Oh, oh, mm. Yeah, crawdads are pretty good. I'm an iffy with crawdads. It's like I'll eat prepared foods with crawdads. I'll eat like etouffee where it's deshelled, but slap a bucket of crawdads on the in front of me and expect me to treat it like shrimp. I don't. It's like I've done it. They're tasty, but like the freaking legs get everywhere. An authentic Cuban is delicious. Cornmulas. If y'all haven't had a Cuban sandwich, y'all are missing out. Mojo pork, Spanish ham. Ho, 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 ho. Speaking of which, I gotta roll this cord up, and apparently dinner's almost ready. Maybe we'll be having pulled pork. Pull the mud vein out before the. No, you don't. I mean, if they're prepared, if they're cleaned properly, Bill, you don't need to worry about that. What you got to do to clean a bottom feeder, so that the mud vein's all fine and good, whatever, is you put them in you clean water and you clean the water. You just run the hose in there and leave it for a little bit, and they'll basically shit all that out and be clean. You know, that's how you can eat something. Like peel and eat shrimp. It's a whole shrimp on freaking and everything, and you know. I need to make some pulled pork here, Mr. Maker. Yeah, crawdad. That's why I called Crawford crawdaddy all the time, and it's like, purge them. That's the word. Thank you, Walt. Purge. You know, I ain't never heard of pork purging with cornmeal. That'd be pretty tasty. uh, Freshwater crayfish. Yeah, that's kind of like what I mean, crawdad. Yeah, it's swamp. It's yeah. I mean, around the yards in here, there's crawdad underground. But see, I'm kind of it's tasty, but not the best. Like lobster. I like lobster, but I've eaten so much lobster in my life. There was a period where I went a few months eating lobster and eggs, a lobster sandwich, and then steak and lobster for dinner for dang near a month and a half. And it's like, lobster, I could take it or leave it. But the my favorite way of having crawfish is an etouffee. It's like it's a sauce, a crawfish sauce um, over, smothered over rice. I like Spam too. Yeah, but we're talking food. I'm hungry, guys. I think I'm gonna roll. I think I'm gonna call that a day. I think we're gonna say goodnight to the fire and let me wrap up this cord because I did tell them that. Well, I kind of can't leave it sitting there. It's across the driveway. I love Spam. Sorry, Charlie. At least I didn't go in about lobster. I mean, oyster. But yeah, that's delicious stuff there. I tell you what. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to make some Cubans and do some mojo pulled pork and bring it to Quad State and share. Maybe, maybe, or sell the sandwiches cheap. But thank you guys all for showing up. Good night, fire. Good night, coal. Good night, embers. Good night, glow. Good night, hammer. Good night, tongs in the rack. Good night, steel. From yellow to black. Anvil is quiet. Still as the tweer. Good night, blacksmiths. Everywhere. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate the heck out of it. I want to know who's going to blow out the flame, who's going to put out the fire. Who got it? I wasn't looking. Sully got it. Night. You guys have a wonderful one. Bye.